Hi everybody, Teshia Maher here with you, and it is Video Monday time. Like so many of my Facebook posts and videos, today's video has been inspired by a client of mine. So a woman that I sat down with just this past weekend has been having an issue with losing weight. She's been eating, within her daily calorie needs. She's been eating low fat. So shouldn't she be losing fat? It's not that simple, unfortunately. So what happened is the food industry popularized this notion about 30 years ago or something now that eating a low-fat diet was the best thing for us in terms of losing weight. Why? Well, almost too simply, their claim was that, calories or fats rather contain more calories. So by eating low fat, overall, we're going to be taking in less calories and we're going to lose weight. What they failed to educate the population about, or what they didn't care enough about to tell anybody, is that there's more to losing weight than simply calories in, calories out. And there's a role of a specific hormone that needs to be taken into account. So, this is what happens. When we eat foods that are processed, are low in fiber, are low in fat, and higher in carbohydrates and sugar, what happens is our body has to release more insulin to regulate the sugar. So what happens then is that insulin is being pumped out. More than should be pumped out is being pumped out. And then if we're doing this all the time, for example, if we're eating sugars all day long, then what can actually happen is our bodies can become less efficient with regards to our insulin response. And therefore we develop something called insulin resistance, leading eventually perhaps to diabetes. So this is a problem. We need to find balance. We need to try something different if what we're doing isn't working. If you've been pulled into that low-fat dieting thing, and you're eating like lots of processed protein bars or shakes that have sugars, high sugar, or, puffed things. Often people think, like, for example, rice cakes. They think rice cakes is a really good diet food, but the thing with the rice cakes is that, again, if you eat 5 of those, even though you've taken in only about, 400 calories, the effect on your blood sugar is going to be pretty pronounced. And whenever your blood sugar spikes, insulin soars, and insulin and fat storage are closely correlated. So the fat burning effect slows or comes to a halt when we eat high sugar. Now, doesn't mean that you can't eat carbohydrates, that's for darn sure, and it doesn't mean that you can't sometimes enjoy some sweets, but balance it out. So it's good to have, go with the complex carbohydrates, lentils, beans, grains, especially the high-performance alkaline grains like quinoa and millet and amaranth. Go with things like brown rice, but not puffed brown rice. You see the difference? So go with the food in its natural state as opposed to in its processed state, and you're going to be so much better off. A little bit of, even a little bit of soy. For example, an edamame bean, organic edamame bean versus a soy protein bar. Huge difference in terms of how that's going to affect our insulin. So you want your carbohydrates to contain fiber and perhaps, some good protein, as opposed to being just white, sugary. All right, so that's the main thing. If what you've been doing, if you've been following a low-fat diet and it's not working for you, perhaps try something else. Not only because of your weight loss goal, but for your health too. It's important that your insulin response be healthy and normal for so many other things. Again, with health, everything is related. So the model or the approach should always be holistic. So if you're not eating any good fats, I recommend that you start to incorporate them into your day. Perhaps look at your diet and see, where can I lower my sugar intake a little bit and increase slightly, even if it's slightly, my good fats. So taking an omega-3 oil can be good. I recommend a vegan omega-3. Or you could take, eat flax and chia and hemp seeds. These are all great sources of omega-3. That's the main one that we always want to focus on. Beyond this, though, having, nuts and seeds, good fats like that, your oils, olive oil, coconut oil, all of these are going to be helpful in stabilizing blood sugar and therefore stabilizing insulin. I hope this helps you. If you're eating a really, really low-fat diet, remember what Albert Einstein says. The definition of insanity, same thing, over and over, expecting something to change. Don't keep lowering your calories and lowering how much fat you're taking in, and, if you are gaining weight right now. That could be what the issue is, and it might be that simple. I hope this helps you in some way, as always. Please follow me on Facebook if you don't already, Teshia Maher and the Home of Living Live. And check out my website, of course, www.teshiamaher.com, which is actually getting a new face really soon, and I'm very excited about that. So I'll let you know what's coming up soon. All right, have a great Monday and a great week. Bye.